Welcome back, creatures of the night, to another episode of Lovely Little Dolls, a Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Edition Chronicle. I am, as always, Leah, your GM, and here with me we have...
Hello, I am A. I'll be playing Box, the most pathetic vampire alive.
I am Frank. I am playing Tom Johnson, the vampire for the people.
I am Robert. I will be playing Victor Castile, a shifting circumstance.
And once again, good evening, everyone. I am Andrew, and I will be playing Kevin Hopkins, an elevator La Sombra who is no longer the sketchiest of the group.
And last we left this group, there was a rather monumentous event in which Victor consumed the soul of Winston DuPont. And then they went off and investigated his house and found some damning evidence. The other group has had some other things going on since then, but we'll be rewinding slightly in time to just after this group is leaving DuPont's townhome. And take it away.
Okay.
Document secured. At least there's that.
We're a few blocks out. Should be fine. Quick check on everybody. Victor, how you feeling?
Not the best, but these things sometimes are unavoidable.
That tracks. Alright. Tom, Box.
Do you all think we should perhaps retire to my place or one of you all's if we're going to have an elongated chat? Out amongst the world is not what I prefer.
That sounds good. I think not my place. It's a little cramped.
I mean, we could always go back to mine.
Whatever you would like, mine or yours.
Man. I appreciate your good work. I don't super want you in my house right now.
Understandable.
I don't give a fuck.
You know what? That's fair.
Just if we go back to the mall, I'll show you guys where to avoid the booby traps.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Sure.
Booby traps.
Where do we even go from here?
Oh God, I'll show you.
I'll lead the way. I'm gonna take out my phone and see if anything recent happened in the news. Because last time we did this, every time we've done this, there's been like a new news report that's been like, "Hey everyone, things have gotten worse." And I'm like, how could have things gotten worse? So he's gonna take his phone out. He's gonna start to see if there's any new news reports.
I'll play navigator. Since I remember correctly, we took Victor's car.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll go shotgun and navigate you to White Flint Mall.
So you drive out of DC, out into Montgomery County, Maryland, and into the North Bethesda area. White Flint Mall was an upscale shopping area, but it's been shut down. In the real world, it's been demolished, but in our world, it's still here.
Once we get to the parking lot, Kevin will lead you guys around the building towards a side, security entrance that looks pretty firmly boarded up, but he's basically rigged it to pop open just from a simple flick. Opens up the door and says, "Follow me, watch your step."
All right.
Understood.
How does no one catch you? This is a fucking mall. How does no one catch you in here?
Do you realize how little the security staff actually gives a fuck? As long as nothing trips and people aren't coming in to tag the place, they don't care.
Yeah, but I assume there's other homeless people in here, and homeless people are scary.
You say that like I don't have a food supply. I'll show you.
No, I don't want to. Actually, you don't need to show up. You know what? Forget I said anything. Just lead the way.
So Kevin will walk you guys through, and the lights are very deliberately dimmed. The best you're going to get is effectively security lighting to make sure that, like, shit doesn't fall apart. There's particularly one point where he points out that basically it's like, hey, when we get past the door frame, duck. And as she leads you through, you'll see that he's rigged up a pressure system to launch sections of rebar across the room.
You have creative defenses.
I don't like
I can
being
appreciate
surprised, and I appreciate having potency that lets me exercise some liberties.
Nice decor. It's really fashionable.
I thought my place was unwelcoming.
Unwelcoming is a crazy way to put a Home Alone trap, but I mean, I guess that is an adjective for it.
He'll wind you guys up through another security corridor that leads up to a stairwell that's on the top floor of the mall. The top floor used to be a Dave & Buster's, which is where Kevin has effectively set up his headquarters, for lack of a term. He slips inside, opens a door, and you see like a bunch of broken apart old machines. There's sections where he's ripped out sections of the wall to plug into various utilities. He's got a workshop set up in one corner. There's some nice bedding and accompaniments that he's scavenged from somewhere. It's both ramshackle and oddly like comforting. Signs of someone who knows what he's doing and isn't worried about like pesky things like breaking utility access laws and messing up the electrical grid and that kind of shit. Make yourselves at home. Couches are lice free. I don't have any blood lying around, but otherwise you should be good to go.
Thank you for hosting us. It's appreciated.
Hey, we're all in the soup now.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that. I feel like, we've really grown close as a coterie since we
Is
started.
that how you pronounce that word?
Yep.
Have I been fucking saying it wrong this whole time?
Well,
And none of you told me?
It's
coterie,
tomato.
That was coterie or coterie. Anyways, you said they were lice-free? That's great.
Right. So as I was saying, I think, we've grown close. I think we've all grown to trust each other. I think at least we trust each other a little bit more than society at large.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like we should make a stake on that. I propose that we all blood bond with each other.
Sorry, what?
No. Hey, man. Also, I'm like 9% sure my blood can... I'm not even sure my blood can do that, man.
Whoa. Back the fuck up here, man. What are you saying?
It's just a normal way to show loyalty. I mean,
No. Okay, buddy. Okay, Tom. I love you. But how familiar... Did your sire give you a crash course on how the blood-sucking monsters known as the fucking Sabbat work?
Not
what you're
quite.
proposing
I mean,
is step one in their little cult. Yeah, they got a thing.
I would point out that they're not the only ones said to do things like that.
wait a sec. What? Uh, Excuse me a moment. I think I have to make a phone call. Let me. And I just leave. Like I leave the room out and go back into the security quarter for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gone for a few minutes.
Who are you calling?
Lila.
Mm. She picks up the phone.
Uh,
Yes.
so I got. I think we should talk.
About what?
Uh, well, how? So huh. So I have been recently informed
Mm-hmm.
that blood bonding is not quite as
Do we hear this, by the way? He just stepped out to another room to talk.
Make-
He's not in
make
like
me
a quiet
a-
corner.
Make me a perception plus alertness challenge, difficulty 7. You may add your Auspex rating if you have it.
I do have it. Perception.
I'm not
alertness.
particularly quiet about this.
Everyone can make this roll.
This is an extremely comical roll. Hey, we're all learning shit together. What's the difficulty?
7. 7.
That's 2 successes.
Okay.
Dose for Kevin.
Victor, did you roll?
Yes, 3 successes for me.
3 successes. So yeah, all of you hear this conversation, or at least Tom's side of this conversation.
So I've been told that blood bonding is not something that is normally done. What else have you been telling me that isn't true?
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to be a lot more specific than that. Blood bonding is very normal between child and sire.
I think we have to talk later.
Well, shit's pretty crazy right now, so it might be a bit before we can talk. But I had been meaning to tell you, we have. I was instructed to invite you. We are having something of a board meeting later in this week. Our clan. You're expected there. Expect to be questioned. You're the current youngest member of the Ventru Blood in the city.
All right.
I'm sure you can ask questions there.
Okay. Love you. Bye. And Tom, like you can tell that he was fighting that. Like he didn't want to say it, but he had to, and then he hangs up.
And all of you heard that conversation. Except,
yeah,
well, you heard the sides of it that weren't on the phone.
So I come back in and I'm like, so never mind.
Got it.
I take back that suggestion.
Hey, man. Hey, dude.
Fair.
My bro, my buddy, my...
How the fuck am I the most?
How are you doing?
What the fuck are we doing?
Are you good? Because I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. I'm gonna be very real with you. And I'm not usually very real. I like to be transparent, as in I don't like to exist in any given space or time or existence. That was fucking crazy to say. We're friends, and we appreciate you, which is why we didn't lose our shit immediately. But also, are you good? Did that come from a place in your heart? Do we need to get you help? I don't know if vampire therapists exist. No, they do. He's
do-
also blood bond to the prince, I think, which is like.
A quick question. Do we need like a crash course on some stuff here? Because I'm realizing we might have some knowledge gaps amongst all of us.
Yeah.
There are knowledge gaps. This is true.
I'm good. I definitely would love to learn more about the blood bond from someone other than my sire, because
Cool.
That's
There's-
a good idea.
some misinformation apparently.
If it makes you feel any better, it is said that the Tremere do it as well. But that is only what is whispered. I do not know of the necessary fact of the matter.
You know what? I think this is a great time for me to just use this as a learning exercise. I'm great. I'm always great.
Yeah, man. Totally.
I don't think either you or myself are feeling necessarily great currently.
I think the only one here that's doing great is the guy who lives in a mall covered in traps, and I don't really know what that says about us, but
I don't know what you guys are on. I'm living my best life.
My life up until
You know-
today was fairly good. Today was
I
good.
think
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I imagine you're having the moment. Like, if you need anything, I could probably
Second
find.
worst.
Yeah,
Second worst day of my existence, but
that tracks.
not a good one.
Okay. So, crash course for people. I know some things only because I pestered the crap out of Rosemary after I crawled out of my own fucking grave because the Sabbat are assholes, and just from
I concur.
my own digging. So I know some things. I don't know everything, but I can fill in a couple gaps, I think, especially if you two are green as goose shit. Well, maybe Box, no offense, you're green as goose shit. Tom, I think you've been...
I have no idea what the fuck, Eddie. I'm gonna be so real. Again, I'm being very real today. I'm being very vulnerable.
you're good. You're good.
Out
you have a
of
blinder
character,
spot.
this implies that he's not vulnerable every moment of his life, which he is. Back in character,
The first step is acknowledging you have a problem.
I know that the Sabbat is bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I got. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. You know how we operate ourselves. It's basically like a underground cabal. We live in the shadows, hierarchical.
Yeah,
money
and
kind
there's
of
like a lot
bullshit.
of like people who dress up and look like weirdly pretty, and then they all like say platitudes for like 20 minutes. It's kind of like
The
working in an
Sabbat
office.
are a cult.
Oh,
They think that they are an army that's designed to kill a bunch of us at the end of the world.
so they're like apocalypse cult.
Yes. Only unlike us, where, I mean, under
So
normal
they're like
circumstances,
radical flat earthers.
if by that you mean they think all humanity is essentially just sippy cups waiting to fill their gullet.
Oh, they're a cult of incels. I got it now. That makes sense.
Actually, yeah, that kind of fits.
Huh.
Yeah, they're bastards. They're absolute bastards.
Okay, and you guys have history with? You guys were proto incels, or like you got better? I assume you got better because we're
Here's
talking
the
to each other.
thing
You guys
with
seem
me.
good.
The Sabbat have an unorthodox way of attacking cities. They use something that they call shovelheading. Basically, they take a bunch of people, they bash them over the head with a shovel, they kill them, they turn them, and they throw them into a grave. And anybody that can climb out of the grave, they throw at their enemies in the tower. Hi.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty evil.
It was awful.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That sounds deeply that sounds really bad. I'm really sorry.
The
that
only
happened to
reason
you. I know my
I'm-
sorries mean genuinely nothing. But that's a really horrific experience that you didn't.
The
deserve
only
to go
reason
through.
I'm as together as I am
Mhm.
is because Rosemary found me was when all of the other Sabbat had left. I crawled out of my grave last, and Rosemary found me. And that's the only reason I'm not dead.
That's scary, man. What about you guys? Do you guys have experience with it? Are you guys also shovel head incels? Or I guess we're going to be incels?
Before I was turned, I was a ghoul for about 5 years.
Oh.
Although, after I was turned, I was told and treated as a ghoul for about an additional 5 years.
Oh. I'm sorry, man. That's rough, buddy.
So, I've only really recently been acknowledged as one of us. But it seems like I've been fed a lot of inaccurate information in my 10 years.
You had the blinders thrown on you, buddy.
Yeah. But it's okay, because every day we are learning.
To adapt is
That's
the
right.
best of ways.
But yeah, if you ever wonder why myself or Victor get side eyes from a lot of the other folks who don't know us in court, it's because our bloodlines are kind of the biggest head honchos of the Sabbat.
Cool. Great. Okay, so that makes sense. There's like a group here, and like a group here, and like a group here, and like a group here.
It's all like prejudicial and hierarchical.
No, so that means in the city we have the Infernalists, we have the Hunters, we have the Sabbat, and we have the us, and then maybe something in the center. And then like
kinda, I think the Sabbat aren't really around because Prince Pierce has kicked their ass a bunch.
okay.
I was just one that they basically made when they were attempting to take over DC.
Okay, so we have less of him, and we have instead of this and this and this, so we got the us, the Inferno. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got that.
Man, I don't. This all feels like dangerous information to have.
Welcome to life as a kindred.
The world has always been dangerous. This is just more danger that we can see. Which means it's slightly more danger we can plan for.
Man, why do you have to be so wise and cool? I can't refute that.
I wouldn't consider anything that I've done today to be necessarily wise or cool, but rather unfortunate necessity.
Yeah. Do you
know what
guys
happened
know
behind that
what
door.
that was?
I just know. Okay.
Actually, serious question. Do you two guys know what exactly just happened?
I've heard the term Rite of Amaranth before, but not. I know you're not supposed to eat other vampires, and the Rite of Amaranth is a way around that, but I do not know any of the details past the, I'm going to call them the social procedures of getting permission.
I assumed you just killed him. I mean, I heard the noises. I know what that entails. Nothing. If you go inside a room and you hear something that ungodly, you know that something, or nothing, or you know that only one person is coming out. I don't really know what amaranth is. I don't know what happens if you eat other vampires, I guess. I don't really want to know. That's disgusting.
I'll speak to this sadness. What I did was consume all that he was.
Okay.
The reasoning for doing so was to ensure that I would be able to best mimic him when the time came to bait our enemy. I did not want to do it. It is not something I am proud of. It is a stain upon my existence and my honor, in my opinion. But in order to impersonate him against our enemy, I saw no other way to do so quick enough. I am not pleased by having to do this. And in all honesty, I expected the prince would tell me no and simply slaughter him himself after finding out about the Society of Leopold connection. I am not happy about what I have done. This is not glorious. This is not what I wanted. But we have an enemy that could bring all of us to the final death.
We have two enemies,
And
but I get what you mean.
you are correct. But it is my opinion that they may not be as separated as one would like. I believe one enemy is guiding another. Perhaps maybe they're guiding each other in a way.
I mean, best case scenario, unless I doubt it's the case, but best case scenario, the hunters are looking for the infernal connection, and if that happens over there, we may be able to avert the hunters really focusing on us too much as they're focused on hopefully a bigger fish. Now, I don't think this is the case, but it never hurts to hope and push towards that future.
The problem being that if this hunter finds this infernalist before we do, they could call in backup. Because even if they're as estranged as it sounds, given the bits and pieces I know, if you tell a bunch of religious fundamentalists, hey, an embodiment of the devil is in Washington, D.C., they will come running.
Only if there's evidence. Only if they have something tangible.
Zealots don't care about evidence.
If there's
Sorry.
enough of a whiff,
That was a lot.
they'll come.
I know.
No, you're fine. And furthermore, I will add one other thing as for of a informational dump tied into what happened tonight. The Sabbat, they do what Victor did for fun.
I don't want to know more about this. About the Dialry thing. I really don't.
Just so you know what kind of enemy they are.
Okay. I know. I just... Let's circle back to the Infernalist thing.
Okay.
So this is a race for us to figure out who this person is, and we
It's
don't really
a
have any leads right now about where
It's
they...
a race for us to either shut up the hunters or find the Infernalist before they find each other.
The problem with that is that hunters, I don't know a lot about them, but I can guess how they work. If you end up killing too many of the hunters, more will show up. That's just the natural existence of how hunters work. If they know that there's a threat there, they probably exist. Kind of like aliens from the movie Alien, you know what I mean? Or like if you kill the kids, the mom's obviously going to come in. So if we do squash them entirely, the hunters are going to notice that they're gone and probably send in reinforcements. But knowing what they're doing is probably very advantageous because we don't know if they have more information than we do right now. I mean, I get visions, but they're kind of insane and in between, and I've picked out the needle in the haystack. I just don't know what a needle looks like. You know what I mean?
The main thing with them is, right now, I think her name was Ilona. Ilona is the only one that has ties to the society. The rest of her posse are a bunch of college kids, 20-somethings, scattered folks with a lot of ambition, but no juice. If she can be smoked, the rest of them are going to run like cockroaches. There's no leadership figure for them. That's how you take out this particular snake. You cut the head off and let the rest of it wither without any organization or leadership.
And as Kevin finishes talking, you all notice as Box goes rigid and his eyes roll back in his head.
Awesome.
His muscles seize slightly under his skin, just little twitches.
Well, at least he's on the couch.
And Box, you are overtaken by a vision. You feel a great feeling of satisfaction as one problem has been taken out of play. One less thing to worry about, if you were worried at all to begin with. There's more to deal with, of course, but you've dealt with worse before. You open a drawer and pull out a journal, flipping it open. You, as yourself, can't make out what's on it, but you're overcome by the smell of brimstone and the feeling of heat upon your imagined face. You, as the self-satisfied individual, begin to write. And you feel something wrong pouring out of you onto those papers. And then you come back to your senses.
You good?
Hello was out.
A couple minutes.
A minute, if even.
I'm on the couch. Did I start seizing?
No,
You started
were
twitching,
yeah.
but not seizing.
Okay, good. I haven't seized before, but I'd like to not seize.
Fair.
I got a vision. I think it was from the point of the Infernalist.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was like heat on my face and the smell of brimstone.
Okay.
This feeling of satisfaction. Like one less problem was gone. And I took out this book, like a journal, I think, maybe some sort of tome. But it seemed like just a journal to me. And something wrong. Like I knew it was wrong. Poured out of me as I was writing. I didn't know what it said. I don't know if it was in a language I don't know, or if it's just the vision. But okay, so it is happy that it's dead.
The Infernalist knows DuPont smoked.
Interesting.
Timing
Very
can't be
interesting.
coincidental.
Agreed.
That
Either that or our hunter problem solved itself, but I doubt that.
No, the hunter problem didn't solve itself. That would be too
Convenient.
aggravatingly convenient.
So either it's
No,
referring to
this is
your
something
thing that
else.
happened, or isn't there another group that's doing stuff? We heard about it before. Gunshots or something?
They were the guys who caught DuPont.
Maybe they did something else? Or I guess if DuPont's gone. Oh, DuPont was the hunter's mole.
Yeah.
So
No, he
him
probably-
being gone means that they have less to worry about because
Right.
they probably are they still among the court? Or I guess
That
the tower?
they have to have some kind of information lead to know that DuPont got smoked. They have to have at least some kind of eyes or ears somehow into the
Or
court.
weird, you know?
Maybe, but
like a connection directly with him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But DuPont probably didn't know. Actually, I'm extremely confident that DuPont didn't know.
Yeah, no.
Extremely confident that DuPont didn't know.
that dude screamed Patsy. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Quite.
so the
But if they were
Infernalist
worried
knows.
about him, or not worried, I guess, if they were. It felt like they were happy that he was gone, but he wasn't like a pressing issue. He wasn't at the top of the mind.
Well, if he was a patsy set up by the Infernalist to give information, that is a potential lead from us being cut off.
He wouldn't see it as a good thing in that case, or they. Sorry,
No. One of our leads being cut off.
Well, it's either
with
that,
no more DuPont.
In the vision box, could you see your hands?
Could I see my hands?
You could.
What do my hands look like?
They are masculine hands, not especially muscular, and of a fair, not quite olive, but in that direction, complexion.
Now that you mention it, my hands were soft, but not like a woman's, I guess, or I guess not like a slender woman's, I guess.
Okay.
And more masculine, I guess, with like white, but like olive white, like Italian white. Not Italian specific, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
That actually gives us some leads on them. We can start putting together a description.
Maybe.
Because
I think they're still hiding among the tower, right? I think that's pretty obvious. If they were hiding among the Society of Leopold, it would be a different game altogether, I think.
I think if I had to make a guess, they're probably happy that the mole feeding info to the hunters got snipped. Because if I were an infernalist, the one thing I'd be worried about is the bitch who could swing the Jesus stick. That,
Fair.
I would imagine, if you could have somebody go, the power of Christ compel you, and you get your ass compelled, you don't want them anywhere near you.
I assume. Which is why the patsy idea is interesting, but I don't think this, I guess I'm using he, him for this guy. Modern age. He probably didn't use him as a patsy because I don't think he would be like, that's one problem gone. He said that there was this thought that occurred to him that he had been through this before, that he had faced worse. Which, let's be clear, if it's in context of DuPont, we've all probably faced worse before. But, like, it implied that this thing might be, like, older?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Or, like...
The older we get, the stronger we tend to get.
Or it's got experience infiltrating, which is why it's not amateur hour aim.
Fun times. Okay, so we're going to work off of that as a premise. DuPont's off the table. Victor, you can start working your angle to infiltrate within Ozona's sphere of influence to see if we can't nip that bullshit in the bud. We know the Infernalist knows DuPont's dead. Infernalist is still out there. We're pretty sure now that they are masculine, whatever the fuck, and they've got a olive-like complexion to them, and they still have an ear.
I think the term is mask presenting. I think that's the
mask presenting then.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, we're inclusive.
Okay, we'll go with that.
This is why I don't get canceled.
Yeah, well, you're on fucking TV, so that makes sense. Anyway, so we'll go off that premise. For the rest of tonight, you guys can crash here. This place secure. We'll be fine. And then starting tomorrow, we can figure out what the fuck else we're gonna do. If you guys want to bail, no worries. But I feel like that seems like a pretty good operation.
Bailing at this point is probably not necessarily wise. Assuming that this individual knows what we believe them to know, If it is the Infernalist as we suspect, we're fine. But if it is anyone feeding the Hunter information, it means that they could potentially be looking to tie up us as loose ends.
We had to be very careful.
Correct. That is at least my thought process.
It's a good
Sounds
thought
good.
process.
Yeah, fair play. I was gonna say, if you guys get hungry, I know there's a couple of vagrants who kind of sneak through here.
I would rather starve. Thank you very much.
I'm good.
I figured I'd ask.
I am full in one of the most hard of ways, but I thank you nonetheless.
Otherwise, you're good here. The Galaga cabinet's working, by the way.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah. Good luck beating the high score.
Ah, shit.
Nice.
Also, if I start twitching and turning in the night,
Vision thing, gotcha.
yeah, I've bumped so much stuff off my shelves.
We'll
Fair.
make sure. I'll make sure to keep you away from the sharp, jagged edges. I haven't sanded everything down. Also, avoid loose copper wiring. They may still have juice going through them.
Oh. Okay.
Fun.
Doesn't our friend have like a whole man? Don't you have like a whole mansion?
I mean, I do, yes. Do we all want to travel there when we're already here?
That's fair. We did commit to this.
I mean, dawn is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a pretty full night.
Yeah.
I am happy to have you all in my home at any point, for the record, but traveling right now is an uncomfortable idea to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sketchy. I'll make sure to point out where stuff is still in progress. You'll be fine.
Do you have any of those, any of the large gun cabinets or gun safes that some stores carried?
I didn't bring any up here, but I can still rip some out for you.
I was just thinking, it's no big deal either way.
I'm probably strong enough to rip those out.
If you would, I would be grateful. If it's too much trouble, I am unconcerned. It is your home, after all. I do not wish to impose any further than we have.
That's fine. Give me a couple minutes.
Very well.
Leia, would I know of any like cabinets or like of something of that description that had been left behind by any of the old tenants that they just had yanked because they're fucking heavy?
Yeah, there's probably some stuff like that around here.
All right, cool. With 2 dots of potence, would it be just a strength roll to be able to heave those fuckers up?
Yeah,
there?
make a just straight strength roll. You can add your potence.
Sweet.
Difficulty 6.
That is 5 successes.
You have no trouble with it whatsoever.
About 10 minutes later, you see Kevin come back. He's got one of those cabinets that he's like slung over his shoulder. He's like, "This work for you, Chief?"
That will do. That will do.
All right, I'll set it down somewhere.
Thank you.
Bang.
While those two are going and talking about the gun safe, I go up to Box and I'm like, hey, so about earlier in the evening, I know there was some
Is this about the
uncomfortable
thing in my
business.
apartment? If it's about the thing in apartment, I never want to talk about it again, and I don't ever want it to come up. I appreciate you. I don't ever want to think about it again. I think if I think about it again, I will do something bad, and I like doing stuff that's good. So, not that I'd like hurt anyone. That sounds horrific. If something bad would happen, and I don't think I'd be great. We just don't need to talk about it fucking ever. I appreciate what you did to me. We don't need to talk about it fucking ever.
Okay, one other thing. While we are amongst friends,
Mm-hmm.
do you still want to use your moniker?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
I
boss.
see my work life and my home life very separate. This is like work to me. You're like my coworkers, kind of.
right.
Sometimes I'll like breach the mold and we'll like hang out in houses and stuff, but I don't want people seeing me. It
Oh,
sucks.
okay.
I'm very public.
As someone who is literally known as their new identity completely, I thought I might want to extend that courtesy.
Also, if the prince finds out you're using my real name, he might beat the shit out of me. Maybe not beat the shit out of me, but like something would happen, and I don't want to test fate.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep it. Mum's the word. Box 100%. Your only box.
Yeah, yeah.
There is only box. There is no man.
Sure.
All
I
right.
should have said yes to that.
I'll let you continue your Galaga. And I go off. It's a little bit early, but I try to find a way to get comfortable on the couch before the day sleep hits me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple mattresses scattered around if you need to pull something out.
Yeah, I just go on a couch. I have my legs up on the far arm, crossed over, and just kind of like shuffle in. You can tell that that Tom has slept on a number of couches in his day.
Figure that point is head to the day sleep.
Indeed.
So you all go to sleep as the sun rises. And over the course of the day, nothing eventful happens except, Fox, you have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
As above, so below. Bring the fire. Nothing will ever grow here again. You get a brief flash of the concept, but not the literal idea, of crops wilting and dying. You can tell that it is metaphor, but that is the image that you get. And as the sun sets, you all rise from your slumber, still in the abandoned Dave and Buster's.
Doesn't someone here wake up earlier than the rest of us?
Yes. So Victor,
Yep.
you're the first one awake.
So I think the first thing I do is flip open my phone
Mm-hmm.
and send a message to my quote-unquote sire and the prince. DuPont's documentation from home lot obtained. Parsing through everything. Do you want us to appear at the prince's place, or are we clear to continue parsing this ourselves? Send.
And you get a message back a few minutes later from Lila, who does very much appear to be the prince's secretary. There's no need to present yourself today, but we would like to see you when you have everything figured out.
And then I think he wanders over and just starts playing Galaga.
Mm-hmm. And a little while later, the rest of you wake up.
Box wakes up the same way he always wakes up, which is falling off whatever the fuck he was sleeping on. So he kind of collides with the ground and is like, ugh, in the same way he does almost every morning. And immediately he sort of like instinctually pats around looking for a journal. And finding that he can't find it, he like flummoxes a little bit and searches for his phone instead and begins furiously typing on the notes app.
In contrast, Kevin, since this is his usual hangout, he'll just get up, and decide to be comfy this evening, throw on a nice sweater, and just kind of basically just sort of do his usual like morning routines of checking on things, seeing the status of a couple potential projects, the usual shit.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, see if anything had developed over the day.
Nothing has developed over the day. However, a few minutes after you wake up, Kevin, you get a phone call.
What's the caller ID say it is?
Do you have the Harpy's number in your phone?
I imagine that based off of prior stuff, I imagine that they probably had reached out to me before.
In that case, it is the Harpy.
All right. Kevin speaking.
Mr. Hopkins, good evening. I have a bit of a strange turn of events that I need to inform you of, as is my job.
Okay.
Someone has logged a boon for you.
Now that is surprising. Who was this?
That's what makes it a strange occurrence. The boon was logged anonymously, which is quite unusual. One might even say scandalous. However, it is a major boon, and I was provided with contact information to provide you, should you wish to cash it in.
Okay. Color me intrigued. Feel free to send that over.
I will text it to you.
Thank you kindly.
Have a wonderful night.
You as well, sir. You as well.
And he hangs up. And a minute later, you get a text that is simply a phone number.
Well, that's a random thing you don't see every day. So,
I was playing Galaga. What's up?
As above, so below, bring the fire. Nothing wrong.
Somebody gave me a major boon.
As above, so below.
Huh?
What?
That was the Harpy. Somebody gave me a major boon, and they didn't say who it was. They just gave the Harpy a number for me to contact.
What's the point of a major boon if you don't know who it's from?
That's the question. It's a major boon that's been formally logged with the Harpy. They didn't say who it was. It's just, I have a number for them to contact if I want to cash it in.
Can I see the number? Just
Sure.
I look. Is this going to be? I think for the vampires that I would have the numbers for. I think that's just up my lineage.
It is not someone you have a number for.
All right.
Or if it is someone you have a number for, it's not the number they usually use.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin. That doesn't match any of my contacts.
This feels like a trap. Oh, I also got a vision. Do you guys want to hear the vision first? Do you want to call the guy first?
Yeah.
Sure. What's up?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So the words he brings out his phone. He's like looking at it. It's clear that he's not writing like Camarilla or Vampire or anything on it. So he's like, the words as above, so below. Bring the fire. Nothing will ever grow here again. And then it was just nonstop crops dying. Not like literal crops, like metaphor. Something will not be able to foster again. Something is being cut at the weeds so that it may never grow. And it's not literal crops. It's something metaphysical. But that's it from me. So I don't know.
Wasn't there a movie a few years back, As Above, So Below? It was like
it's the one in the caves.
Yeah, it was like dealing with hell and shit.
Yeah, because as above, so below is something out of the Bible, I think.
All of you can make me an intelligence plus occult roll. Difficulty 6, as it is a fairly common phrase.
Holy shit! I have a
I've got-
6 dice pool to this. I forget that this guy is smart. What the fuck?
I've got a 2 dice pool with 0 in occult, so this is difficulty 7 for me.
Oh god.
Yeah, goose egg. Just what I thought.
That is 3 successes for me.
1 for Kevin.
2 for me.
Okay, so those of you who got successes, as it is a fairly common thing, the phrase "as above, so below" is pivotal in the practice of alchemy. The concept of it often relates to as in heaven, so on earth. Or it could perhaps, in this interpretation, be as on earth, so in hell.
Okay. That would track, though interesting to say the least. So someone's potentially doing infernal alchemy to snuff out the crops.
Well, not the crops literally, just
Well, metaphor.
metaphorically. It's something is being snuffed out. We just don't really know what.
And Bob,
Interesting.
I have one difficult roll that you may be able to glean something from this vision. I would like you to make me an intelligence plus science, difficulty 9.
I am going to spend 1 willpower on this.
You cannot spend a willpower on this roll. It is one of those
Never
special
mind.
rolls. Special getting a bit of important information rolls.
Oh god. I am the chances. Holy shit! That's 5 successes.
5 successes.
Damn.
That is 2
So,
10s and a 9. On a
so,
4 dice pool. All of my luck has been blown. I'm fucked for the rest of the session.
Fox. Thinking back on the wilting crops in your vision, the particular variety of wilt across the entire field and the barren fields left behind is consistent with the earth being salted.
Oh, fuck!
I think what I saw in the vision, I think the earth was being salted.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Box, I remember you were talking, did you say when we met, that one Bruja Primogen, you were tasting salt? You were tasting salt! Oh, fuck, that's connected! Oh, fuck, it's referring to him! Quick question, going back through, like, my mental notes, what complexion is Primogen Wilkes?
He is of a slightly, not excessively, but slightly tanned complexion.
Oh shit! and he's old. He's old. We know that he's old.
No, he's old.
What do we do with this information? Okay.
Fox,
It might just be.
you have
a
an
loose
eye for
connection.
detail. Focus on your memories of the Primogen. Look at his hands.
Can I try to roll to try to remember? It's probably
Make
gonna be
me
hard.
an intelligence plus wits, difficulty 9. It is a small
Yeah.
detail to remember that you weren't focused on at the time.
Hands are not usually a thing that I as a person look at. That's 2. That's a 10. That's 1 10. out of the hole. God. Oh, God.
So, you don't know for sure, but it's possible. You can't rule it out.
I mean, I guess it's... I wasn't really looking at his hands, but it's possible.
Fair enough.
It's not like anything... But a good detail.
Something to remember in the future.
Yeah, that just opened some doors.
There's another possibility.
Let's keep it in mind, especially if this is true. Knowing too much could blast us off and nuke us.
There's another possibility to this, though that is one possibility.
Okay, what else are you thinking?
The Primogen has had a long, long life.
Mm-hmm.
It is not implausible that some of his enemies from the old world followed him here.
So it's possible this Infernalist may, rather than being him, be an old adversary, which would again lead to salting.
Correct.
Okay. So it's very likely this involves him, but we can't ascertain as of yet if it is him or somebody who knows him, but he is a major POI on this bullshit. God damn. Well, ain't that some shit?
So, I messaged earlier to my sire and the prince. Thus far, we are not needed to report what we have found. We are asked to report after we have more concretely deduced what we believe to be the case with all of the information we found at his home. So, to that avail, either we can attempt to plunge ourselves into all of his paperwork, and of course his phone as well that I have, or conversely, we could perhaps speak with the elder amongst the Nosferatu who may be able to glean us more information that we could use.
You did just get a major boon.
I will say that for his records, I am quite adept at looking through financial records to see where the money comes from. And as they say in DC, you can always follow the money.
Do they always say that in DC? Yeah, it sounded cool enough. I'll believe it.
Follow the money and see where it goes.
Anywhere where money flows through, you can always track it.
Yeah, I mean, you know more about it than probably most of it. I can't really speak on behalf of all of you, but...
You should check the records, perhaps, for both of his identities, then.
And be careful when you do it, because he's probably already aware that someone's going to be looking for him. In the meanwhile, do you want to call the number, I guess?
Sure. I can give it a whirl. Worst case scenario, it's someone who's actually wanting to help us off the record, and I can get a major boon out of some bullshit.
Call it from a number that is not your normal number, and probably from somewhere that is not your home. Cell phones are trackable.
Smart.
I'll get a burner.
Or
we should call from elsewhere as well. Location
I
triangulation.
will also say, as a congressional employee, I'm sure we could get into some office to borrow a phone that is not connected to any of us. That would also be fairly...
Honestly, I was just thinking of going to the 7-Eleven and buying a payphone for like $60.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you do it.
I forgot payphones exist.
Yeah, it's like, use a burner. Burner with a preloaded SIM card.
Sure. That also works.
Use cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have cash? Do you need cash?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I have enough petty cash because occasionally I still do jobs, but it's a little trickier with the whole.
Yeah, buddy, we know. Hey, man, I appreciate you. We know.
Yeah.
What can I say? I don't like bright lights.
It's fair.
But yeah, there should be like a 7-Eleven a couple blocks away.
There is a
Head down-
7-Eleven quite nearby.
Yeah, I can grab a burner from there. Go a little ways. There's an actual plaza that I can call from, and
On
go
the
from
way
there.
there, since you seem to know where you're going, it may be wise to ensure that, if you have a way to ensure that local area cameras can't see you buying the phone. Being over paranoid, but this situation is very
Here's the thing.
upside down.
Here's the fun thing. You know how we go around, I'm usually very careful to take certain routes?
Mm-hmm.
You know that cameras can't see me.
Oh.
Yeah, you ever wonder why
Interesting.
when we take the metro, I'm always very careful to be like, where I'm going, I know the angles of stuff?
I thought you were just really specific.
No,
I didn't want to be rude.
that's a thing with me and
Ah.
kindred of my kind. We don't show up on video.
Yes,
We're
but your
just-
purchase would, and your absence in the video to the hunter could be a problem.
Is
As
it
long-
at all, or is it just like blurry?
It looks like a shadowy blur. Actually, pull out one of your phones and I'll show you.
I take out my phone and start recording.
Kevin is
Oh.
a shadowy blur in your video footage.
All
And
right,
if all of you glance around, you can make me a quick perception plus alertness, difficulty 6. Kevin, you don't need to make this roll.
Sure. You said difficulty 6?
Yep.
2.
3 successes.
Mine would have been 3 if I didn't also get a 1.
Such as life.
Yeah, I was worried, but because I rolled a 2, so I was like, oh god,
Mhm.
but no, we're fine.
And Box, what did you get?
Can you repeat the thing to me?
Perception plus alertness, difficulty 6.
What is the difficulty?
6.
6.
It is now going to be 7 for me because I do not have alertness. Because I botched.
So, Box, you have no idea that you should even be looking for something. Tom and Victor notice that in the reflection off of some of the arcade cabinets in here, Kevin doesn't have a reflection.
Well, interesting.
All right.
Am I supposed to be
I
looking
am-
at something?
I
Fair
am
enough.
literally a ghost.
Good to know. I also immediately delete that video.
It's a good call.
But yeah, I'm pretty good at this point of getting into locations with as little camera coverage as possible. I should be fine.
Okay, just being
It's a practical
hyper
step,
vigilant.
but I've been familiarized enough with my weird situation, and my own training when I was alive was doing mechanical engineering, so I'm pretty used to knowing, like, hey, there's camera coverage in certain places because they don't want to get robbed.
Yeah.
Plus, half the goddamn time they don't actually look over their footage anyway unless something actually happens. So, fuck it.
Fair point.
So yeah, I can go down, grab a burner phone, head out, and then take a call a little ways away from here. Do you guys want to come with, or do you want me just to put a geotagger on me in case anything happens?
You move
Well-
fast.
We'll come with, I think, is the better approach.
I'll stay back because I do want to look at these documents.
I can help with the documents. I can't really move as fast as you guys.
All right. Well, worst case scenario, I can throw a geotagger on myself, so in case anything does happen, you know where I'm going.
I can
Okay.
come with you. I can be swift when necessary.
All right, rock and roll. All right.
And I put the document suitcase. I pull it back out of the gun safe that I was sleeping in and sit it on a table. Good luck.
Thanks.
Have fun burying through the paperwork, nerds.
It's okay. I mean, I've been
appreciate
doing
your
this
efforts.
for over a decade.
I'll send you the information for my tagger, so in case anything happens to us, you know.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, myself and Victor will head out,
You'll be
following
heading
the
to
path.
7-Eleven.
Yep, 7-Eleven. My plan is just to slip through, grab a prepaid phone, pay with cash, head out, go a little ways out of the way from where White Flint Mall is, and then contact the number using the burner.
Just for funsies, make me a dexterity plus stealth challenge, difficulty 6.
Okie doke. Fortunately, I'm actually pretty good at this. Difficulty 6?
Yep.
That's going to be 5 successes.
Okay, yeah, no, you get in and out, you know the lines of the cameras. You probably bought burner phones at this 7-Eleven before.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah,
go, hey,
you get in
Emil,
and
what's
out.
up?
And then you walk a little ways down Rockville Pike to the plaza at Pike and Rhodes,
Mm-hmm.
which is the most populated area, and it's quite populated at this time of night. It's early in the evening, and this is a busy place with a lot of restaurants and a movie theater and even a bowling alley. So you will not be picked out of this crowd.
Mm-hmm. I flip it open, hit punch in the numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and call.
It immediately goes to an answering machine, and the message on the answering machine says, "Hello, Mr. Hopkins." It is a woman's voice, but that could be anyone. It's not someone you recognize. "Hello, Mr. Hopkins. My master would like to thank you for your prompt service on Elysium the previous nights. If you will record in this answering system what you wish to cash your boon in for, then we will get back to you on its fulfillment." And then it beeps, and you can leave a message.
Tell your master I said thank you. I would first like, before logging the service, I would like to know for whom this is being provided by. That way, I know the service of which to ask.
And you hang up. You don't immediately get a reply.
So I'll pocket the burner.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it on me. I go to wherever Victor was standing offside. Say, went straight to voicemail. It was feminine voice saying that, let's go to a side alley, I'll tell you.
Yes, quite.
So, we'll slip away.
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
Find someplace quiet.
You go to one of the alleys between the parking garages.
Yeah. Apparently, it was a thank you for the fast service we did on Elysium a few nights ago. They didn't say who it was, so I asked for, and they basically wanted me to leave a message saying how to repay them. I basically said I would like to know who it was so I'd know what would be offered.
Interesting.
Bare minimum.
You don't normally give out a major boon unless you've got a decent amount of resources of some kind.
And it was somebody's, it was a feminine voice. I couldn't recognize it.
Possibly a ghoul.
Probably, given the fact that it said my master. Actually, Leia, quick question.
Yes.
Utilizing long-term planning, can I try to go back and see in my head if I recognize the voice anywhere?
Make me a int plus wits for memory, and long-term planning lowers the difficulty, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, then difficulty 7 modified by long-term planning.
Cool.
Is there any way that I could assist with this recollection?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's going to be 2 successes.
You vaguely remember hearing this voice in the back rooms of Elysium where the ghouls are moving and talking and working, but you can't place it to a face.
Okay. I was trying to track through. I think I recognized her voice, but I couldn't put a name to it, nor can I put who she was working for. I'm guessing it was because we were doing all the crap with DuPont and that shit. I'm guessing because I was very quick on moving through, they wanted to give me a personal thanks in the form of that, which it's a pretense, but still, damn.
It's interesting.
I asked for a name, so we'll see what happens. Because you don't exactly take that kind of offering without knowing what's on the table.
If they logged it intentionally, given that Fairfax would have known, we can assume that that particular goal didn't log it, as Fairfax would inevitably know
who it was.
Correct. Yeah. So this is someone that is being very cautious. You may not necessarily get a reply of who they are. Right. They may wish to remain anonymous, but we can hope.
It's worth a shot. Bare minimum, it's logged for the Harpy, so it's on the books.
Yes.
And I can call it in if needed. Oh, well, that was fun.
Yep, that's interesting. After finding out that there's the potential of the Infernalists having an informant, this unregistered boon is a bit of a concern. Because it could be that the Infernalists gave you a boon because we eliminated DuPont.
It's
but
entirely
we don't know.
Yeah, that would not actually surprise me, but I'm gonna keep an eye out if I recognize the voice anywhere. Because if she was operating on Alicia, I might be able to pick it out again.
Correct. We should return to the others, I believe.
Yeah.
It's best to not be separated from them for any longer than needed.
Valid.
And as you head back towards the remains of White Flint Mall, that is where we will be ending this episode of Lovely Little Dolls. Thank you for joining us here tonight, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good night.